and welcome to the Salty Boys Podcast.
I was going to go see Flames Odge.
What the fuck? You're talking to him.
That was not me.
So get the fuck back out here. And so he begins to push you back out of the gate.
Whoa. I'm on urgent news of Flames Odge to investigate Golemet's disappearance from the caravan. I am Tim.
The Salty Boys Podcast.
I said, look at that massive dump truck Simmons has.
I mean, you know, buddy,
Optimus Piggy, look at this man's dump truck.
in this totally audio video format that we've got here.
Yeah.
I'll describe it to you.
Smell-o-vision.
Big.
Welcome to session 2 of the Avernus campaign.
Yeah, the Avengers.
The Adventures campaign.
Session 2, episode 3, because the planning session is number 1.
Yeah, I guess it is.
I could probably do like a 0, but I already labeled it 1, and that's too much work.
That's fine. This is the second actual
It literally
play.
takes 3 clicks to fix it.
Plus, if
You
you do
have to
session
regenerate.
0, it's not an accurate count of how many sessions are in this campaign.
That's correct. I also
Yeah.
have to regenerate all of the imaging, and I have to re-upload the whole thing.
Because in America, we don't start at 0, we start at 1.
That's true. We do
I thought we started at the prologue.
exclusive counting. Is that what is that called? I don't know.
Exclusive?
Yeah, because there's like inclusive and exclusive counting. There's 2 different counting methods.
Babe, I thought we were exclusive counting.
Yeah, we exclude everybody.
Well,
I got to call my wife real
I have an open counting relationship.
Do you like to beep the spiders on the wall?
let's
Beep the cobwebs in the hall.
let's do introductions. I know we're killing time a little bit, but
When I'm alone.
to my left, because we never start.
We always
start
start
with
at
you.
your left.
To your left is an empty chair, manned by a
Beer cozy.
formerly long-headed fuck, now a normally-headed fuck.
long-headed.
Yeah. You heard what I said.
Straight up looked like an Indiana Jones alien.
Would that be like G-Rath?
You know
Advan-
what? We'll when he eventually arrives, we need to make him like interrupt everything, make him introduce himself.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
makes sense.
So Sawyer's dead.
This is your boy Soya.
No, it's not.
And to
Anyway.
my left is...
Sawyer's empty chairs left is your boy AR playing the not as annoying as I planned Clovis McTavish. And to my left is a
and-
TV screen.
Yes, I am the TV screen formerly known as Simmons, running Credo.
Simmons, a.k.a. the dump truck.
Big.
I guess this is the bit of the day.
I am Kronk and
Blood
I'm
of the day.
playing Stephanie. That's all you need to know. Just Steph.
Stephanie. What's up, Steph?
Steffi Graf.
Steph.
Sir Steffi Graf.
It's a man's name.
Haas playing Lionel.
I'm Mike. I'm playing Lulu.
No cap. I'm just gonna bring that back every time. I'm DJ Skinny Penis. I'm the DM.
That is so not fetch.
So, anybody want to handle the recap? I know it's only been a week, but does anybody want to talk about what y'all did last session?
Killed a fairy.
Ate some food.
Made pumpkin spice lattes.
Ate more food.
We got to Baldur's Gate and we were told we couldn't come in.
That's
I
right.
strangled a deer.
You did strangle a deer. Humanely.
I killed a guy.
But you looked in its eyes as you. Never mind. The only addendum I have for this session is I want to run back a little bit, just the very end, and that is when you make it to what's called the Basilisk Gate, which is just to the northeastern edge of Baldur's Gate. What you see there is a large settlement of refugees has taken up residence there, desperately trying to get into the city. Dozens of Flaming Fist soldiers are eager to control really what looks like an angry mob of commoners that are trying to get into the city. Immediately, you don't see anybody who looks like they'd be in charge. It's just like riot control right up to the gates. I did drop the name Flames Odge, and you hear that from the caravaneers that you were traveling with, that somebody knew the name, and it's sort of been telephoned around that if you can find Flame Zodge, maybe he can help. What do you want to do?
Move aside, peasants.
All right. who are you addressing?
Oh, the peasants.
All of them.
Yeah,
make
Sir
a-
Stephanie is riding up to the gate, like trying to make his way through the press.
Make an intimidation check with disadvantage, just due to the chaos.
Bro, this man's jowls have jowls. Like, I'm here for it.
Both of them are 4, so a 9. I got 2 4s on 2 20s, so 9.
If somebody could hear you, there might be a case. I mean, you're on horseback.
Oh yeah,
like-
he's just going. He's just saying
just
it and
going.
like moving along, like trying not to trample anybody.
So a number of objects are flying through the air as you like. Sort of at first, it looks like there's no chance. There's no chance he's getting out of this unscathed. And like you see, like a brick goes flying like over his head, and like a head of lettuce goes flying over, and everything appears to miss you at first. It's like he's really gonna make it all the way to the gate, and then a tomato comes flying and just pelts you right on the center of your armor.
Grabs it, of course, and looks at it. Is it rotten or is it just tomato?
It's hard to tell.
Is it edible? He sniffs it.
Make a
Do
survival.
you have an herbalism check?
Tomatoes aren't herbs.
12.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Okay, he eats it.
Yeah, you take a bite. It's not the freshest you've ever had, but it doesn't taste spoiled.
Tomato. And he just keep riding.
Just keep riding to the right into the gate. Cool.
He's like Dory. Just keep riding.
Yeah. So, sure enough, you make it to the gate. You're looking around. You're looking up at the big wooden wall, or the big wooden doors that are currently sealed.
Okay, so being a Hell Rider, does he know Zodge or of him?
Flame Zodge is a fairly like unknown name, and he's part of the Flaming Fist, which is separate. The Flaming Fist are mercenaries. They only work for gold. They've sort of been contracted. They've been contracted to provide protection in Baldur's Gate. The Hell Riders are more of, as a Hell Rider, I guess what you would have your own opinion. My supposition would be that the Hell Riders would kind of look down on Flaming Fist because
Well, yeah,
they're
they're
out for
mercenaries.
gold, right? Yeah. But what's Sir Stephanie's
So
opinion of them?
He kind of them. Yeah, he doesn't think much of them, but if they're running like a police force for Baldur's Gate, he's not going to like try and start trouble or anything.
Yeah.
He does bang on the gate and just kind of yells, "Flame Zodge! Flame Zodge!"
Make a. So you're looking at a crowd of a lot of peasants, a lot of Flaming Fist soldiers. Give me a history check or investigation. Excuse me, investigation to see if you can piece out who is the highest ranking of them.
9.
Unfortunately, like in the chaos, all the tabards sort of look the same. You see the Flaming Fist symbol. It's just a fist on fire with some blue and red and white colors. The rest of you hanging out with the caravan, you see Sir Stephanie run up to the gate, bang on the doors as loud as he can.
I would say any kind of running.
The horse is moving. Trotting. Plotting.
It's a canter.
Yeah. What are y'all doing?
I know the so we've run it back before the guard at the front told us like he had a job for us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so right now, Lionel has got a bone to pick with a certain member of the caravan. He's got a pretty insidious plan hatched, but he needs to find the right people. So he's just kind of scouting the area for like kind of the same thing as what Ruffelheim's doing. He's trying to figure out who's got the most authority here.
Sure. If you want to like try to get like a good vantage point to see maybe like just visually who has the most rank or something, you can attempt that if you'd like.
Yeah, that's I think it's what
Perception check.
perception. All right, starting off strong.
Is that a 2?
It's a little more than a 2.
Okay.
It is a 10.
Okay. You see that there is a good amount of communication going between the Flaming Fist mercenaries and each other. It's the only way that they're getting a leg up over the peasants, who vastly outnumber them, like easily 5-1. This is pretty much it's gone from like a shoving to it is like a all out like tavern fist fight brawl.
Gotcha. Lionel has a little bit more respect for the Flaming Fists. Lionel knows a thing or two about bottom-dwelling, scum-sucking context.
And
So
to your left, we have.
oh yeah,
He was a long-headed fuck. It's a lot of talk for a bitch with such a long head.
And a caved-in chest.
That's me.
Why the long face?
Why the long head?
Fuck, hold on.
With a 10, you find that the Flaming Fists are communicating with each other. There doesn't appear to be a central point. Like, there's not a single person giving orders currently in this fisticuffs.
gotcha. All right. So Lionel, there's a lot of chaos going on. He knows he's not going to be able to stop somebody and just have a quick chat. So he is looking for the biggest he's looking for the peasant that seems to be causing the most trouble.
Ooh, yeah.
And he wants to just make an example of him real quick, just to get his name out there.
Very nice. All right. You roll up to the biggest peasant. He is clad in nothing but a blacksmith's apron and is wielding a large two-handed mallet. And he gets kind of tossed out of the fray for a second. What do you do to catch his attention, or he's about to jump back in?
Say there, peasant, is that a mallet in your hand, or are you just happy to see me?
He stops for a second and goes, "Did you literally just call me peasant?"
No, I'm talking to the other one with the two-handed mallet.
There's no one with a two-handed mallet, I hope. Otherwise, this is a joke.
7 guys. No. He actually takes a couple steps sort of back from the fray and a little bit towards you, not in a threatening manner, or not in a way that he's attempting to be threatening, but he sort of puts the mallet down and leans on it a bit, and he's like, Do you even know who you're talking to?"
At this point, Lionel's got his hands on the statue, and he goes, don't care, mate. He's gonna toss the statue, try to get behind him, and they're gonna try to attempt to hog tie this guy up with both of the fishing poles.
Dang. Okay. Sounds like an athletics. You're attempting to grapple. Okay.
Of course.
Opposed athletics.
Oh my god, it's my favorite roll. Oh, god. Damn it. That's a 9. Wait, no. Is it a 9? No, it's 12.
You tie. Interesting. So you do wrap him up, but he takes the fishing lines sort of in both forearms and yanks. So you're sort of at a standstill at the moment with you and your echo behind him. He's sort of pulling on both of you. He's like, "Oh, thought you could get the drop on me, did ya? You didn't know you tangled with the likes of Errol Flynn." And he tries to... oh, wow. Yeah, he tries to pull you both together, not really understanding that a fishing line is flexible. So make an opposed athletics for me, or acrobatics if you can try to escape.
There's no escape for Lionel. Are you kidding me? Fuck. 7.
You tie again. What?
What are the odds?
Yeah, so he pulls both of you a bit closer, but not to really any effect. Does anybody want to help this man?
Are you wearing your backpack right now, Lionel?
Yeah, it's feeling a little heavier today. That's probably why the rolls are so low.
So Lulu feels this tug of war going on, and she peeks out of Lionel's backpack and just kind of, What? And then she goes back in the backpack.
Nap time.
Perfect.
I'm
Somebody
helping.
needs my help. Okay. Okay.
All right. So if we're still in this tug of war, I think I'm gonna try to do something a little out of the box here. I'm gonna have myself and I'm gonna try and cast Gust. We're gonna do like a combined Gust spell to try and like blow ourselves around, build up enough centrifugal force to like kind of tie him up a little bit more.
Okay, interesting. Let me take a look at that. While you were beginning to cast, Clovis, Kratos, Eves.
Who has been conveniently just silent this whole time, observing.
You really have not missed much.
Just in the back edging.
I'm surprised we started so early.
Clovis, so is there a section of the wall that's like unguarded? Because I assume everyone's crowded around this gate, right?
Yes.
Are there archers up on the top?
No.
Can I use my pole of angling to shoot it as like fish hook?
a pole of angling.
I do. Can I use it as a grappling hook and like climb up the wall?
So, I would say, as much as I would love to say yes, it is just straight up a fishing pole.
So it doesn't have enough. The line would probably snap under my weight.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was that plan.
But that doesn't mean you couldn't still try to sneak into the city.
Yeah, we're gonna go for that because who's better at sneaking than a barbarian?
I like it. So how do you want to do this? You have to make your way, without like going way out of your way, you would have to make your way through this like brawl.
Well, dwarves are deadly in short distances.
Very nice.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get up to where Sir Stephanie is.
Okay. Do you just start walking first?
Yeah, I'm just going to use my superior shortness and stay out of the fight.
All right. The first thing that happens, you start to move at like a brisk distance. Are you trying to like dash as fast as you can, or are you like readying yourself?
Yeah, not like quite as fast. I'm trying to go as fast as I can and still be able to like juke around people.
Okay. The first thing that happens is a massive flaming fist mercenary sees you and lunges at you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna dodge out of his way.
Make an acrobatics. This one's pretty high.
This is a 9.
He immediately throws you to the ground. I crit. He immediately like grabs your shoulder and the side of your head and is like pushing you into the like turned up mud. He's like, "Thought you could sneak into my city, did ya? I'll have your teeth for that."
This culture speaks orc.
I'll sneak some grease into your ass.
You feel him like push a little bit harder on your
Like
head. He's like,
dwarven foreplay.
I'll make you pay for that.
Can I do something extra now?
You're currently grappled. You can try to escape.
Can I cast grease on him?
If you escape, I'll let you try, but you give up your movement.
Yeah, my plan was to cast grease from grapple and like oil this man up so I could slip out.
Are there somatic components to grease?
I think I just
Grease? Scrapple?
Shit yourself.
Is this breakfast?
Like grease.
We can no longer cast grease.
Components
due to limited
VSM.
non-passing-
It says VSM, a
yeah.
bit of pork rinder butter.
Yeah, unfortunately, because you're grappled, you can't complete the somatic. You
Oh, I
can't
ca-
do the hand motions.
Oh, okay.
'cause
So
he's
That's
got
what
you.
the S stands for.
So he's got you. You can attempt to escape, but
All right.
real quick, let's go to Kratos. Eves, what are y'all doing?
Okay, you go first, Kratos, because I haven't been.
Yes. Yeah, that's fine. So Kratos hasn't really come to terms, or I guess is not really aware that we're done with the mission now. So he sees that one of his allies is in a bit of a tussle. First of all, how tall is this dude that I'm going up against?
Arod,
Or,
the
Arod,
one
yes.
that Lionel's tangling with.
Yes.
How tall is he?
Yes. Or just give me a brief
Like-
stature.
He's built like a sturdy stable hand. He's like 6 foot, maybe 1 or 2, probably
Perfect.
250. Corn-fed looking boy.
All right. So in that case, Creator's immediately going to move in to try to assist Lionel.
Okay.
Don't know if this is going to be offensive to Lionel. He just is trying to help out a party member at this point.
Gotcha.
And he's going to go try to get in there
Mm-hmm.
and just try to deck this dude straight in the gut.
All right. Make an attack roll. I'm gonna say y'all are both. I'll say he's not gonna see this coming. Go ahead and make an unarmed attack with advantage.
Okay. Sure. And okay, so that is a 15.
Ooh, yeah. So you hit. He's clad in only a blacksmith's apron. So as his bare cheeks swing around, you time it just right, and you uppercut him like right under the rib cage. Can you make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Dex saving throw. Yep. 1 sec. That's 14.
So you do manage to dodge out of the projectile vomit that comes out of his mouth as his ill-timed lunch of rigatoni and haggis comes spilling forth onto the ground.
Rigus.
Not yet.
That spell is unknown to this section of the world.
Okay.
Lionel, as he's like doubled over and like vomiting from this like sucker gut punch, you'll have advantage on like if you're trying to grapple him or do something else. He's sort of like taken aback for a minute. Is there something you want to capitalize this advantage on?
We're just gonna try just to bind him with the old custom caster line.
Okay.
So advantage. What check is this?
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay. All right. So that's an 18 and lower than an 18.
Yeah, the 18 does it. You do manage to like sort of spin him around, and now he's like his hands from like holding onto his knees and just like doubled over. You manage to like tie his hands to his like thighs. His forearms and his thighs are like bound now, and he sort of like topples over with like a last like heave of like.
Yeah, Echo looks over at Lionel and is all like,
We got this miscreant tied up all good and proper, Gov.
Just wanted to get into the city. I'm fighting for my people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, well, I guess I better go ahead. Hey, what are you trying to pull in?
and he just kind of like kicks him over. At this point, we're kind of looking for a flaming fist to have noticed me, senpai.
With that, a flaming fist mercenary, dressed much the same as the rest, wearing a black eye patch, approaches you and goes, "Huh, I'm Flame Zodge. What's your name?"
Sinker's what they call me. Pay no mind to the slightly translucent one over there. He's with me, sort of. Long story.
I will say that you knocking out Arod, he appeared to be like one of the main primary agitators. The kerfuffle has sort of turned back into like peasants are like just like shoving a little bit every now and then and like causing some general disobedience, but it's no longer like an all-out brawl.
Gotcha.
Zodge says, "This is the rest of your caravan, the rest of your crew."
Yes, we've got Master Kratos here next to me.
He looks over at Kratos and thanks you for your assistance. He is very appreciative.
For some flavor text, I'm
much
sorry, before
obliged.
you keep going, can Eves not be around currently?
Okay. Oh, where is he?
He would like to disguise himself as a city guard so he can try to get into the city. Is that possible?
You would have to like find a Flaming Fist uniform.
What if I have a fucking ring of masquerade with disguised self?
Did
Or masquerade tattoo, sorry, that was my item that I could take.
Oh.
Oh, did I get an item?
We all got an item.
What was my
Yeah.
item?
You didn't
We should have
fucking-
gotten two.
You didn't fucking find it.
Huh?
You were too drunk that night.
What's my item?
You traded your items in for food.
Okay.
Specifically two grapefruits.
your thing. No, you don't want to eat those grapefruits.
So you can self-filate.
Yeah. So you can certainly cast Disguise Self.
What's the second grapefruit for?
The second time.
Wait, you wouldn't just reuse the first grapefruit?
No, it's not as juicy.
In
then.
this economy?
You need a clean grapefruit.
Yes. So you cast Disguise Self.
Yeah.
You see. Okay. Cool. Unfortunately, so after the sort of fight dies down, Clovis, you are released by the Flaming Fist. He sort of pushes you back towards the caravaneers, the refugees, with a shove, and does not make any instigating comments at this time.
And that's you didn't say anything.
You got me.
So Flame Zodge is standing before you. He says, "Look, this refugee crisis has got stoked some fears that Baldur's Gate might suffer the same fate as Elturel, which I've heard is nothing but a hole in the ground. Is that true?"
I think a hole in the ground is putting the situation mildly, sir. It's unfortunately a sight you'd have to behold, and also the course of action I can't, in good conscience, recommend.
He says, "Well, let me be the first to tell you that it's more complicated than that, because our Grand Duke, Older Ravengard, was visiting Elturel when the city was destroyed. Coincidence? I think not."
I've been around a long time, sir, and I'm inclined to agree with you. May I ask, and forgive me for being so bold, what are the Flaming Fists doing, putting down a mundane riot such as this? Last I heard, wouldn't say your clientele was of the nobility, but you used to do respectable work.
He thinks on your words for a moment, but says, "You know, I expect that kind of self-righteous talk from the Hell Riders, but that's the problem with a lot of you Elturelians. You just think we're gonna open the gates for you and let you in? Do you ever think that there's not enough supplies for all of you?"
I think you're misunderstanding. My words weren't meant to incite anything. I'm just, I am respectful of your line of work, and listen, it appears we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
Out of character. What is the name of the chick who was trying to do Sawyer dirty?
Jaquifa.
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline,
And it was Jack something. I didn't want to say Jack Skellington.
Jack Daniels.
The Ripper? Because then...
Jacqueline Luna Dream.
Gotcha. Okay.
As a matter of fact, I was hoping I might throw you a bone, help you get on your feet for the, we happen to have in our company someone of, you might be interested in, talking with. One,
Just forgot. Jacqueline
Jacqueline
Luna Dream.
Luna Dream.
So to what end?
He might have misread the situation here.
It's like, so let me get this straight. She's gonna do me a favor?
No, she happens to be, in with some pretty, notorious people. I assume that, one in your line of work would fetch a pretty penny bringing her in.
Let me ask you this. Does she worship any of the dead three? Make a religion check, unless you know who they are.
Religion?
That goes for anybody who's listening.
Yeah, that's a 2.
You're not sure who the dead three are.
19.
That's a
you
15 from Clovis.
Very nice. Anybody else? 15 and 19 is plenty. The dead three
Yeah, that was
are
an 18 for me. Yeah.
the gods Bane, Baal, and Merkel. Bane is the god of skulls. Baal is the god of blood, and Merkel is
Is the
god
Chancellor of Germany.
is the god of murder.
Angela Merkel.
So not great people. So he says, if she's a cultist of the dead three, then bring her forward, and I'll kill her on the spot.
At this point, Lulu kind of like saunters out of his backpack just a little bit, puts her tusk around Lionel's, kind of hugging him, and just, I'm scared.
Kind of gives her a reassuring pat.
What the fuck is that?
It is a she, and she is my sister, good sir. Eyes on me, please.
It's his words are not like it's like they're more grandfatherly than they are like intimidating.
Yeah.
Lulu's just looking at him with just big sad eyes. Just
He's like, look, I'm not interested in any of you doing me favors, but what I do need is a job done. And I would be willing to let you and your caravan in if you agree to be deputized, sign under oath to complete this job.
That was a quick turnaround.
but I don't see any oath
Look,
trees.
I don't have any time to mince words. I'll be straightforward with you.
I'll do it.
It's like, all right, come forward and sign your name.
I'm gonna look over at someone who's like, does anyone know how to sign me name?
Does anyone know how to spell Clovis?
I haven't used a quill since 1275, and that's been a long time ago, I think.
Approximately 3 hours.
Maybe it hasn't passed yet. Oh, no. He
So
passes Clovis
So, yeah.
a folded
Sorry.
piece of paper. Clovis, if you open it, you see it's at the very top. It says "Oath of Deputization," and it's just got a shit ton of legalese on like as much can be fitted onto one page. And at the very bottom is a sign. He passes you a pre-dipped quill to sign. He says, "Sign. I'll seal it, and we'll be on our way." I'll commence with the briefing.
Can I read the...
Yeah, make an
Well, no, you can't. You can't
investigation
even
check.
sign your
Can't
name.
fucking sign his name. Wants to read the document.
Oh, looks all right here. Oh, shit. That's 21.
Yeah, so it is extremely straightforward. Once you sort of decode the legalese out of it, it describes that you will sort of obey the commands of your sheriff of Flame Zaj in this case. It uses a lot of pronouns, and it's a very generic document. But as you can tell, there's no like catch-22. There's no monkey's paw to this enlistment. He's not trying to get one over on you by making you sign this. It's literally just as he described it. You'll be a deputy, and you'll enforce the edict as Flame Zaj has commanded.
This contract looks good, lads. Just sign it with the name that I've always signed. And I'm just going to draw a battle axe.
Yeah, you're good. So he quickly snatches it out of your hand, folds it over, and then puts a seal on it. Once it's sealed,
I thought Baldur's Gate was like an inland city. How do they have seals?
it is totally not.
It is. Yeah,
Yeah, it's right on the river.
It's on the coast.
It's on a river, though.
Chiantar River. Yeah.
There's a body of water. Oh, that's a game changer.
Yeah, but there's no river seals, bro.
He
you got a river otter.
he presses a seal onto the document
Ben
and
has.
then uses a knife to carve it in half and then hands you half of the seal. You rolled a 21. I'm just going to give you this one. That is proof of the legitimacy of the contract, so that if anybody ever needed to verify its validity, you could put the two ends of the seals together and say, like, look, it was sealed this way. It's like a friendship bracelet.
It's an Ouroboros of seals. The seal eating its own tail.
The seal is of the Flaming Fist coat of arms. So having seen the process, does anybody want to abstain or wants to go forward with becoming a deputy?
I was really
so
hoping to
Kratos
get
immediately
fucking Luna
going to
just
look.
good because she made Lionel mad.
Simmons, you fucked up.
What's up?
I fucked up.
Yeah, everyone just kept talking.
Yeah.
Mikhail was talking over you. What did you say?
Understandable. No, I was gonna say Kratos immediately just gonna like peek over his shoulder and just like notice that Eves is no longer there. Once again, assuming that this is still part of the mission, he's going to also volunteer.
Cool. Same process. Has you signed?
Yeah.
Oh, did you have any follow-ups?
Yeah, so all I was going to do is the cheesecake.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Shut up, Sawyer.
I'm gonna sign with my left hand.
With the process, you sign. He presses the seal and cracks it in half and gives you the
And
unique
delivers it.
half.
All right.
Yeah, Lionel's just gonna sign.
Cool.
Sir Stephanie's still beating on the gate, yelling for Flame Zodge.
Lulu's just back in the backpack.
Yeah. Okay. And then you're disguised. So, it's like without any. So, as deputies, you have license to kill these dead 3 cultists on site. Eliminate anyone who gets in your way. Don't worry about collateral damage. It's Baldur's Gate. If you do what I say, I'll see that you each receive 200 gold pieces in addition to my gratitude, which is worth considerably more than that. A few blocks from here, the Basilisk Gate is Elfsong Tavern. A spy named Brackish hangs out there, gathering rumors for the Flaming Fist. He owes me a favor, so tell him you work for me. Ask him what he knows about the Dead 3, and for the love of Balduran, be nice. Brackish has dangerous friends.
Like fresh and salt water.
Yeah.
You gotta give him that one. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
It's like,
Forgive me, I'm not what you'd call a religious sort. What are some ways one might identify such cultists? I'm sure they don't just parade around with signs and banners expressing as such.
absolutely not.
Smash cut to city center parade. It's like fucking Varric. It's like join the God Wars for Zamorak, but it's the fucking.
We're
like,
the Dead 3. We really gotta pee. I'll be honest with you, they're not subtle. They, worshippers of Bane love skulls. Worshippers of Baal, they love blood. Merkel, they'll probably try to kill you first.
Interesting.
Right.
All right.
Let's see.
Does Jacqueline have an obsession with skulls, blood, and/or killing people?
Yes, one of those at least.
All 3. She's wearing bloody skulls while murdering babies.
I mean, somebody in the caravan probably knows the answer.
It's not that important.
Okay. The deal is that you, collectively, all of you, are allowed passage into the city with your caravan. As a result, that does complete your previous contract. So you all, except for Sir Stephanie Rolfenheim, are paid 100 gold because you got the book. However, since Yves is nowhere to be seen, he does not get paid.
That's fine.
Okay.
Can I volunteer to just hold on to his chunk of the money?
No, they will not allow that.
Understandable.
Yeah. They're like, I'm not paying you double. So he must have died along the road, I guess. And on the way in, someone grabs your arm. You turn, and it is a man wearing an eye patch you recognize was speaking to the rest of the party. He says, "Hey, where the fuck do you think you're going?"
I'm sorry. I was going to go see Flame Zodge.
Make a roll of deception, please.
As a 17.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Yeah, he's like, "What the fuck? What? You're talking to him."
That was not me.
So get the fuck back out here. And so he begins to like push you back out of the gate.
Whoa. I am on urgent news. Urgent orders from Flame Zodge to see.
You see, Flame Zodge told me to tell Flame Zodge. I said, ow.
I'm on urgent news of Flame Zodge to investigate Golemeth's disappearance from the caravan. I am Tim.
Are you well?
He's like, "You are clearly experiencing some kind of psychosis. Get to the medic tent right now."
Right away, sir. And he's gonna do the completely wrong salute. He's just trying to get into the fucking.
Very good, sir. All right, so I guess we'll see Yves later.
Who knew stupidity would work so well?
He's literally pulling a Francis right now.
Yeah, so you go towards the medic tent.
I guess today he just
be
doesn't
clear-
want to play D&D because he showed up late and now he left early.
I thought this was going to go way different in my head.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be with the part. I was like
Yeah.
trying to sneak into the city because like all the
It's not-
fighting.
yeah.
But then if I disguise myself as Tim, the guard,
Now you have to stay outside and work.
now I'm just going to be like, fuck.
At some, well, yeah. Well, let's see if we can. This is like it's like Daffrin all over again. So you get to the medic tent, and there's a refugee who's working there, and he's tending to some of the peasants and the Flaming Fist mercenaries who have been injured in the fighting. And they see you and they go, "What's the issue?"
I've been told to come and help. I was the new hire into the Flaming Fist.
Are you trained medically?
Yes.
What can you do?
So I can heal
Lobotomies.
Have you ever, I don't know, delivered a baby or something like that?
wrapping wounds and mild
And you have delivered a baby.
mild cuts and like lacerations.
As a matter of fact, I have.
Actually, I can use
Yeah.
you. You're going to be fetching water for the rest of the day.
Okay.
All right.
At this point, I would like to get out of eyesight. So I made it into the city, correct?
No!
Fuck! I was trying to get the goddamn
You're outside. You're outside.
That's what I'm trying to do. Get the city.
Flames Hodge grabs you. Actually, shit. Hang on. You might be able to spin this. They told you to go get water.
Yeah.
Okay. So you leave the medic tent and you go towards the gate, right? Mm-hmm. Flames Hodge sees you from a mile away, coming back towards the gate. He's like, "What the fuck now?"
I've been told to get water for the sick and wounded. Is the party around?
Fuck it. Just get the water and come back. I got more important shit to deal
Is
with.
the party around?
No, they've made. Did they wait? I mean, they don't know you're.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, sweet, cool. So he's gonna. Oh, wait, I'm gonna be like,
Well,
Zaj,
assuming-
can I please get that in writing, sir?
No, I don't have time.
Okay.
All right. So you sneak in, and you're walking the. So let me jump to. You all will see this in your own time. You like 15 minutes after, but that's not too long. It'll take more than 15 minutes for the rest of the caravan to.
I would like to pause and do a CPA here for a moment. All of you new
Certified
DMs,
personal
this is why
accounting.
you tried not to split the party.
So for our D&D moment of the week, sponsored by Raid, everybody can do me a favor. Close your eyes as we enter the streets of Baldur's Gate for the first time. With a swing of the outer gate, the comparatively cool air rushes in behind you, drawing you into the warm, salty air of the city. In front of you, mist seems to spill from each alley into the central street. Even the bright day sun is obscured by the smog inside the walls. You can go to open your eyes.
Okay.
Ahead, you can hear and feel the radiating heat of crowds of people and pack animals transporting goods to and from each building. So this is, the city is bustling. So as the caravan sort of starts to make its way in, it's kind of hard to fathom where the caravan's going to go. But you see people, even among your caravan, begin to break off and try to make their own way. So to recap what Flames Hodge asked you is that you need to meet at Elfsong Tavern the spy whose name is Brackish and to ask about what they know about the Dead Three.
So Sir Stephanie did eventually
Yeah.
see them come in and sign contracts.
You were
and everything
considered
else.
part of
Yes.
the caravan, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are we all headed to Elfsong?
Yeah, Clovis is just trotting along doing his job.
Would I know where to find a wizard or someone that knows about arcane artifacts?
Make a
Oh, wonderful. Another check to fail.
check, yeah. I'm going to say a survival check.
Don't fuck it up.
Really, this isn't a. So you walk down the street, and one of the first things you see is a smaller shop called Arcane Sundries.
Ah, sun-dried arcane tomatoes.
With
California Runecraft.
you got a little bit of salsa on your chain shirt still.
He's going to let the party know that he's going to stop in here and check on the book before heading to the Elfsong place.
Cool.
I think Lionel's going to go with him if he doesn't mind. He's got a pretty
Yeah,
passing
he does.
curiosity about the book.
Cool. You enter, and there is already someone at the counter making a deal with the shop owner. It is a giant river otter who you recognize as Chris Benna.
Ah, Chris Benna.
Yeah, he's haggling over a tonic of health. Let's see how he's doing. as you enter, he's saying like, "Look, it's not for me; it's for somebody else." And the shop owner is like, "Yeah, whatever. I can't have a giant river otter in here like shitting on the floor or whatever." Chris Bennett looks like he's about to say something. He's like, "All right." So he passes, takes some gold out of his pouch and passes it across the counter and takes the potion. It's like, "Oh, hey, it's you guys. How's it going?"
Well, hello there, Chris Benna.
How are you, Sir Rolfenheim, right?
Correct.
What are y'all doing here?
I have a certain book that we have acquired from that lovely lady from the caravan.
Oh, Jacqueline.
The
Yeah,
murderous one, yes.
She's been trying to get rid of that book for a long time.
Oh, do you know anything about it?
I remember that anything you write in it becomes reality.
But there's
I love how
always
casually
a
she says
price.
that.
What's that?
There's always a price.
Yeah, I probably, yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't even know what I'd do with it. Like,
What about second breakfast?
yeah, sure.
Well,
Probably be good to start with something small like that, right?
well, I've come to find out what it'll do and what it'll cost.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I don't know if this guy can do it. And that guy peeks around the counter. Yeah, I can do that.
Good sir, I am Sir Stephanie Rolfenheim of the Hell Riders. And then he goes on, instead of carrying this out, it goes on.
Chris Bennett tries to like squeeze past you, like the aisles aren't like narrow at all, but he has to like
Yeah, but he's
shuffle around your girth.
a river otter. They can like squeeze
Oh,
themselves
he
under
could like
doors
belly.
and stuff.
Yeah, he could like
mice
belly.
and
It's like,
whatnot.
Anyway,
But he's also like a human-sized river otter.
anyway, I got to
Go
take this
through a
back
human-sized
to.
door.
I got to take this back to. I'll see you guys later. And so he pops the potion in his pouch and then slides on his belly out. The shop owner. 1 second. Howdy, I'm Boren. Welcome to Arcane Sundries. Can I help you?
Oh, I'm with this one.
I have a book,
Mm-hmm.
and I have questions.
Okay, I have a device that might be able to help. Can I see your book?
Yes, certainly.
And 25 gold, please.
He's not in this campaign.
Do I have 25 gold?
You just got paid for the job.
The
No,
book
I
was his
had the
favorite.
book.
He took the book.
No,
Yeah.
Good sir.
Lionel
I-
has 25 gold.
Lionel is gonna drop the 25
Wow.
gold.
He was going to tell the
Make
shopkeeper.
a perception check for me.
Oh, am I here?
We'll see.
Well,
It depends on this perception check. It's not.
If it helps, Credo is standing in the doorway right now, so
Oh, that is a that's a 17.
Yeah, you definitely see a giant ass blue furbolg standing outside. So yeah, you know exactly where they are. They didn't make it far.
Is there is there like an alley like close by where I can just like
Yeah, definitely. You're good. So yes, he says 25 gold gives you this device. I'll pull a lever. It'll give you a receipt. It'll tell you what this thing does.
Okay.
Cool. Whose gold are you bumming off?
Oh, well, he's going to say, well, I only have 10 gold, good sir, but I am a Hell Rider, and with the fall of Eltorial, we are trying to muster everything we can to help the citizens. So if you would be so kind as to help us out, your service will not be forgotten.
He goes, look, I don't care about Hell Riders or El Terrell. I gotta make ends meet, man.
And if we don't stop what happened, Baldur's Gate may be next.
Every apocalypse is a dime a dozen here in Baldur's Gate.
And there will be no more ends to meet.
Okay. I'm pretty much
please
done
somebody else step in.
here. So if you will, either pay for the service or I'm gonna ask you to leave.
Sir Rolfenheim, please allow me. I owe you, I believe.
And Lionel's just gonna cough it up.
He's like, very good. His demeanor instantly changes. Very good. I'll take your book and I'll run it through the machine right away. Sorry. Do you? Do you give him the book?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. And then he thanks Lionel for his
He
contribution.
yeah, he sets it on a little countertop machine, pulls a lever, and sure enough, a little CVS receipt begins printing out.
Oh no.
A little CVS receipt. Have you been to CVS?
Comparatively, he tears off the strip and sort of produces it. The runes glow for a minute. He says, "It looks like anything you write in it becomes reality," and he hands you the paper. He's like,
3/4 of it is just ads for other stuff.
"Yeah."
Well, and then you can tie it to something and escape through a tower if you need to later on.
Yeah. He says that there's the readout says nothing about causing damage to the user or anything of that sort. Seems pretty straightforward to me.
Okay. He takes the book and thanks him and says, "We should be on our way." To
Thank you for your
everybody else that's
patronage.
standing around.
Is there anything cool for sale?
Yeah, I have all kinds of potions, scrolls. What are you in the market for?
Well, he wants to look at the scrolls.
Yeah. He has a good variety of level 1 spell scrolls. He has a limited selection of level 2 spell scrolls, but is there one in particular you're looking for?
Let's look at not in any particular order. He wants to see what the level 2s are looking like.
Looks like Resurrection is actually a wish scroll.
Yeah. I did give you a book that lets you make anything you want reality.
You motherfucker.
You will not use it. There is a scroll of comprehend languages. There. Oh, sorry. You're asking about the level 2 ones.
Yeah.
So those are. It's 100 gold per spell level. So, a level 2 spell
Oh,
scroll
okay.
is 200 gold.
Never mind. We cannot afford it now. GG.
All right.
Are there any spell scrolls with create food and water?
There's a book.
We got a book.
If only you had something that could
Create food and water.
create food and water is a level 3 spell.
Oh,
Oh, bro, if we eat infinite grease from the book.
I gave you an alchemy jug in a previous game. So, that's 2 gallons of mayonnaise every day.
I want jugs.
This guy's salt. Jugs. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So, what do y'all do? Where do y'all go?
I think at this point, Lionel's curiosity has been satiated. He's down to go to the tavern now.
Okay. So,
can Clovis look and see if there's anywhere in town that I can get rid of this ore?
you just want to sell some like random ore.
Yeah, I was supposed to take it to wherever the fuck.
Yeah.
And now it's gone.
So, I'll say the first thing you see is a tool maker, like a blacksmith shop. They doesn't specialize in weapons or armor or anything like that. They literally just make like horseshoes and nails. And like, do you know what kind of ore you have?
No, they didn't tell me.
Okay. Interesting.
I feel like that was on purpose
Yeah.
because I feel like they were trying to get rid of me.
Fair enough. You make it to this. Are you interested in trying to sell it to this tool maker?
Sure, I'm just riding up to the first place I see.
Yeah. He's like, hey, we didn't order anything.
I figured it as much, but you see here, this ore was bound for Elturel, and now it's gone, and I have not much use for it anymore, so I was hoping you might want to buy some on discount.
Well, I guess it depends. Let me grab the boss real quick. So the maker goes back inside, grabs who appears to be his manager. The portly looking fellow with a mustache sort of waddles up and grabs a rock unsolicited, sort of puts a like a jeweler's glass up to it, sort of peeping at it. He goes, what are you asking for?
15 gold for the whole wagon.
Deal.
Not the wagon, just what's in it. I want to keep the wagon and the horse.
He's like, you said the wagon.
Shit.
It's like, you got to be careful about your words in Baldur's Gate.
That's true, but we haven't signed anything yet, have we?
Just takes the fucking wagon.
he's gonna say, I'm just saying that was the deal.
Fuck it, I have no portion for the wagon. 15 gold.
Yeah.
He just leaves the ore. He just takes the wagon.
Do you want to push? Do you want to do anything else?
No, but I guess I don't have a wagon anymore.
Yeah, sorry. Baldur's Gate. You
My
can't have shit in
problem.
Baldur's Gate.
This is the most passive party.
I love how we just buckled though.
It's like, shit, you
See,
got
it's,
me.
it's not my shit. So I'm still coming out 15 gold ahead either way.
Yeah.
I mean, but you're still
what
a
good is a card of
McTavish.
Orban, dude?
Yeah, we're really bad at
Seamus got
making
all the
deals.
aggressive shit. Yeah, that's true. Cool. So he takes the cart and the ore and passes you the 15 gold. He says, "All right, bye."
What was that ore? I don't even know. They didn't tell me.
What ore?
Fair enough. Just gonna leave.
Cool. All right. Where y'all headed now?
I'm looking for Elf Song Tavern, but I don't know what
Yeah.
everyone else is doing.
Yeah, I'm doing that too. I got
Yeah.
15 more gold than I can get drunk off of.
Cool. So the path to Elf Song Tavern could be harrowing, depending on your urban-wise street smarts. So you sort of have a choice as a group. Do you want to navigate naturally using your knowledge of back streets, ask a local, squeeze your way through the crowd, or maybe something else?
I mean, if there's anything Clovis isn't, it's socially aware.
We could find a Backstreet Boy to show us the way, right?
I was gonna say,
I want it that way.
using Fredo or
I think Kratos and I would probably be the best ones to do it because Eves is a
Yeah.
criminal. Initially, with a criminal background, in his background, he knows someone who can connect him with other criminals.
Ooh.
And Clovis doesn't know shit about this
Very
part of the
nice.
Yeah,
world.
it seems like the Elf Song Tavern attracts a interesting sort that will that might or might not be involved with some criminal activity, or who knows.
So
and
Smoking meth.
Kratos is a smuggler by trade,
Yeah.
so I mean he naturally just like fits in with
So-
those groups. To,
you see somebody who fits the bill of somebody who you might expect to be a smuggler of some kind.
Do I see any kind of like Bane, Ball, or Merkel
Or Gag.
kind of?
That was a terrible one, by the way.
That's pretty good.
I'll still give it to you.
Yeah. So nobody is outwardly wearing religious symbols in Baldur's Gate that you can see. There is in a square just down, just a little bit down the street, a market square. You can hear somebody is like ringing a bell and preaching something about Paylor or something. But there's no indication of Bane, Ball, or Merkel.
Okay. Is there any kind of like criminal handshake or anything that like is kind of like that honor among thieves kind of shit that maybe Kratos or I could do, or is
What's
it?
good, young blood?
yeah, that's absolutely something Kratos would be interested in doing. Is looking for anybody who is like making gestures, like a
So
a
there
benign
is a-
gesture.
There
or
is-
or a
there
mime.
there is a thing called thieves' cant. However, I don't think we don't have any rogues in this.
We don't know
party, right?
thieves can't.
That's okay.
No.
You're using your background for this. So he says something like kind of weird to you, but when you how do you respond? How do you talk to this guy?
Would I recognize it as kind of like thieves can't, but he just can't speak it, or would it be something? I don't know. I guess it would.
He's like, "Hey, what's good?"
Hey, we're kind of new in town, and we're looking for the Elf Song Tavern. You got
Word.
any? You know where that might be?
Well, they call me knowledge, so you know
Well, knowledge is power.
that's right.
Power's
So,
pizza.
Tell you what, follow me. I'll get you to Elf Song Tavern.
He's gonna toss you 5 gold.
All right.
Could I do an insight to just look for deception?
No,
on
just
the street?
trust him implicitly.
Do you?
Fuck no, absolutely not.
Do you want to ask him anything?
I'm just trying to gauge, basically, if it looks like he's going to try to pull a fast one on us. Basically, look for any like cues on his face.
You will be inciting the back of his head because he takes the gold and starts to walk away.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll try to interact with him.
Okay.
So, you have any jobs around here lately?
Yeah, here and there.
Any noteworthy individuals for potential hire?
Yeah, I might have some. What kind of work are you looking for?
We're import export.
We work in goods.
That's good. There's a lot to move around here in the city.
Absolutely. All right. Can I not get any? Do I not get anything from this at all?
No, that's when you go, they call me the dump truck for a reason.
He is kind of Stonewall of like he's being paid to do a job. I don't know, maybe you get the impression that he's professional or doesn't have that much to say. That's up to you to decide. But he is leading you through these sort of smoggy alleys in Baldur's Gate.
Understood. All right, yeah, we'll just run with it, I guess, for now. I'm going to be on the defensive, though. I'm going to basically just have my hand on my sheathed hand axe at this point.
Yeah, you're good. So at a point, he's leading the rest of you, and he says, "Watch your step." And he steps over something. He says, "I wouldn't look at it if you have a weak stomach." Does anybody want to look at it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
You
Kratos
see,
definitely looking at
I
it.
see a con save in my future.
no, you
Oh.
see a dead body.
Oh.
It's just
Eh.
a young wood elf curled over. You see
Oh,
that
no.
they have a they have
no. To have a stick.
a stab to the gut and are bleeding out on the cobbles of the alleyway.
Wait, it's dead?
How
Yeah.
dead?
So it's already bled out or it's still bleeding out?
It has bled out.
Okay. Just
Yes.
checking.
Yeah.
Is he wearing a burlap sack?
Is he wearing a burlap sack? Do you want to stop and investigate?
I don't.
Okay.
No. no. That was more of a table talk kind of thing. Trying to figure out if you killed off one of our favorite characters from the past.
Oh, Flea?
No. It's not
Yeah.
Flea. I will tell you straight up, it's not Flea.
Flea is hanged and
Okay, thank
stabbed
goodness.
through the stomach several times in this city.
I don't believe that for a second.
Motherfucker.
So before long, you do make it to a tavern. Out front, you see a sign that has a sort of cartoonishly depicted elf with little music notes coming out.
Lulu, this looks like your kind of place.
Ooh, they got trumpets?
Do
Probably.
They have the beholder head in there still?
Song?
Yeah.
I think that's in Waterdeep
In Baldur's Gate.
at the Elf Song Tavern. Oh, then yeah, sure.
Sorry, and there's a... What?
in the game.
Yeah, it's in the game.
Yeah, they probably do. Couldn't tell you. The book doesn't tell me.
Tough shit. Mm-hmm. Get hit. I killed a lot of fucking rats in that dungeon.
Which game?
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
Which one?
The second one, Dark Alliance.
Yep.
No, that's not the second
Unfortunately,
That was
no,
Baldur's Gate 2.
no beholder head in the tap room. Do you want to enter the tavern?
I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna look over and say, "Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it."
No worries. We'll see you around. So
I don't think Clovis was with them. Did I follow them?
where the fuck are you?
Well, I said I was just gonna go fucking find it myself.
It wasn't a hard detour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
Why
just
are we
followed
making
them.
this so complicated tonight?
Please stop.
Jesus Christ.
Please.
So Ease actually has.
We need more content.
We do not. I promise you. We do not. We're not even in Avernus yet.
Complicated point A to point B I've ever seen.
Eves would like to leave the tavern unexplicably and just walk around.
I have my own side quest to do.
Goodbye, everybody. I will be Tim,
So,
the flame.
I have to work my way up in the ranks.
20 years later.
at a time.
I suppose before we enter the tavern, after the random dude leaves, and I guess the rest of the party is going to head in. He's going to Kratos going to grab you by the shoulder real quick. He's just going to be like,
What's up?
Give him a hug.
so no, he's just going to be like, where the hell did you go?
We all walk our own path.
Oh my God.
All right, Dalfred.
Eves, you usually don't abandon me unless it's for a good reason.
I didn't expect us to get into the castle so quickly. Or into the town so quickly. I just
He doesn't even know where he's at still.
By the way, they would not give us your cut of the money, so here's half of my pay.
Shit. He's gonna. He's like, just give me the 5 that I sent to that one guy, and then it'll be fine.
If you insist.
But thanks for thinking of me, Kratos.
No, it wouldn't be the first time.
Think about you in the bathhouse, Eves.
My general idea of this relationship as of right now is like we've been working together for so fucking long that I like full-heartedly trust. But my God,
I think we talked about Kratos has some abandonment issues.
So,
right?
okay, I do have a
He
question
does.
about
He
this
does.
relationship.
Okay.
Who's the big spoon and who's the little spoon?
I feel like
Kratos is
Kratos.
absolutely the little spoon.
Yeah.
Do you have a grapefruit with Kratos' name?
It's like Wilson, but with like grapefruit.
What does that grapefruit sound like?
If only there was some kind of audio, grapefruit thing. Anyway,
I am doing gargling your cock now.
Some kind of method.
are y'all ready
Yeah.
to enter the
Yeah,
tavern?
we're in.
Lionel's so ready.
Cool.
Oh, wait. Can we see if there's other doors besides the front door?
Yeah. Can we leave the tavern?
Can I try to climb with my fishing hook again?
And go through the
No.
chimney?
It's a backdoor joke.
No,
Yeah.
not
Yes.
this time.
When you enter the tavern, it is eerily quiet. And let me ask a question: does anybody understand Elvish?
Well, now that you mention it, I'm
I
pretty
do,
sure
yes.
I don't.
The language I didn't pick yet, but that I will pick now, is Elvish.
I actually just
yes.
came out of the box with 3 languages. So
Wait, no, I know common, extra language, and 1 extra language.
Amazing.
so
If you
yeah,
want one of those
mine
to be
are-
Elvish, Elvish is pretty common. It's not wild. But if you want to, if you do want to understand this,
I think
then go ahead and put it on your
technically-
character sheet.
Technically, I can.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
No, I'm Dwarven and Orcish.
So those of you that understand Elvish, you hear. Well, all of you hear a song. It is an
And song.
It is the disembodied voice of a female elf filling the tavern with a melancholy song. The ballad isn't loud enough to disrupt conversations, but as you enter, you see that most patrons have stopped speaking when the elf song begins. You see a couple people who are sort of sitting back contemplatively, holding their drinks. You see one individual, a male elf, at the bar, sort of double over, holding the bridge of his nose, fighting back tears, as a regular sort of puts their arm around him, comforting him. Pretty easy to tell that's a first-timer.
Eves is also going to get kind of choked up at the song.
Yeah, sorry, I'll tell you the contents for those of you that speak.
You got a friend.
The lyrics lament an unnamed lover lost at sea. So after a little bit, the elf song ends, and people resume their conversations once more.
Was it about Daffrin?
I don't know. Did Daffrin leave any loose ends?
No, he got
We'll never
lost
know.
at sea.
He was lost at sea.
He did not leave any loose ends.
Yeah. So the barkeep is there. There are a few patrons there. What do you want to do?
Close has 15 coins jingling around in his pocket, plus the other 100.
Very nice.
About time to get drunk.
Eves is going to make eye contact with Clovis and just give him kind of a quick nod, like, we doing this?
So
They're going to skitter off to the bar.
howdy, folks. My
Credo
name's
is-
Alan Allett.
Credo is also up there.
His name is literally Alan. My name's Alan Allett. Welcome to the Elf Song Tavern. What can I get you to drink?
Alan's a shitty name. Only some clown-looking fuck would have that name.
Credo's just gonna like whack him across the back of the head.
Sorry, I'm projecting.
Tell you what, y'all look to have the bearing of adventurers. Am I right?
I don't know what time these days, but I guess I'd be adventuring.
Tell you what, I have a running offer. if you're here an hour, you're buying drinks. If for a whole hour you can keep your sword sheathed, I'll get you a free glass of Elvenquist wine.
You got yourself a deal.
That's
All right.
fantastic. I haven't even got a sword.
Yeah, I was going to say, we don't have swords.
I should have watched my words there.
It's Baldur's Gate.
That's right.
You didn't say axes. You didn't say axes.
So I've
fives.
heard. Let's see. He's like, so what brings you to Baldur's Gate?
Sexual deviancy. Deviancy.
You'd be surprised how many come here.
No, I'm just kidding. We were going to Elturel, you see, and then it
Refugees.
we're not there.
Eves is going to hit him in the side, kind of like underneath the table, like, that's enough. Bitches enough.
Sandwich.
I'm actually on route from Saltmarsh myself, but I ran out of rum on the way here, so I need some of that.
You're far away from home, and the rest of you.
Yeah.
Tell you what, you look to be farther from home.
I'm in a backpack.
I just feel like she needs to be poking her head out, like little trunk, looking around.
So you see a little. So Lulu found a 50-foot rope of hempen rope in Lionel's bag, and she fashioned a huge ball of yarn. And you see that come out of the backpack and go across the floor, and Lulu just zips out, picks it up, knocks it back and forth a couple times, looks around, flies back into Lionel's backpack, and gone.
Oh my god. I'm just refusing to participate. Does it drink?
It is a she, and she is my sister, good sir.
My sincerest apologies. Does she drink?
Do you have anything avocado-based?
That's a tall order. No. We do not.
I love how we had to rummage around at first. Oh, that's a no.
I'll tell you what, though. I could,
Honestly, anything green and sparkly will do. She's very easy to please.
that I have.
Perfect.
Elvenquist wine. Pours into, a little bowl. A nice, clear crystal. Not quite like a full salad bowl, but,
So Lulu kind of pokes her nose out and looks at Lionel, what's that?
It's for you, darling.
Oh, okay. So she flies down to the bar and just kind of puts her trunk in it and just kind of.
It is a light yellow-green. It's a chartreuse sparkling wine.
I don't know what any of those words are, but it tastes good.
It is very sweet. You want a con save?
15.
Yeah, pretty good. You don't feel you're not wasted by any means, but you're a little.
I'm a white girl.
You're feeling good. One more of these, you'll be white elephant wasted.
Good bartender, we're looking for a fellow by the name of Brackish.
Yes, he does frequent the tavern here. I think give it a little time and he'll be here fairly shortly.
Excellent. I guess I'll go and make myself familiar with the rest of the clientele.
And he's going to tip him a couple of gold pieces.
Appreciate it. In fact, if you would, as adventurers, I may have a. How would y'all feel about drinking for free tonight?
Eves.
You had me drinking for free, lad.
I don't know about the love, but
Did somebody say drinking for free? We're married now.
So Kratos a little suspicious, so he's gonna be like,
it's work.
What is the occasion?
It's honest work. Well, there's a tenant upstairs who has not paid her rent in about a week. So if you could just talk to her, convince her to either vacate or pay what's due, and consider your drinks on the house tonight.
Clovis is already running up the stairs.
He's gonna be like, close. We can think about this strategically.
Arr, you said think. That hurts my head.
Her
But
name.
think also rhymes with drink, and that also hurts your head.
Her name is.
You got me.
Her name is Oshala. She's a Sohwagan priestess.
Fuck.
Oh, shala.
She has her meals delivered to her, but the door's locked generally. But if you need If you find that you need a key, come talk to me and I'll give you the master key.
Well, how about you just give us the key in case she does not let us in?
What else do you know about her?
Honestly, just out of respect for privacy, I don't ask too many questions. It's Baldur's Gate.
Fair enough.
Well, she sounds delightful. Let's go pay this Sahagwin priestess a visit, shall we?
Okay, but can I get one of these to go with us?
Let's.
Oh, certainly. Begins pouring you like more of it's a tiny highball. Tiny highball glass.
Lulu casts mage hands to pick it up and carry it with her.
There it is. That's your one a day. Yes. Amazing.
Worth it.
I love it. So, you approach the room that Alan told you about, and sure enough, it's locked. Go away. I said go away.
He looks over at the party and goes,
Third time's the charm, my friends.
Allow me.
Go ahead.
Or not. Never mind.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna like bash the door one really hard one to really like rattle it.
There is no response on the third knock.
I never said the charm was a good thing.
What was her name? One more time. Shala.
Oshala.
Oshala. Oshala, we have a couple questions for you.
Ask.
We heard you were a Sahuagin, of Sahuagin descent.
It sounds like a profane word the way you say it.
Well, I am also too of Sahuagin descent.
oh my God.
Make a deception check for me.
My name is Tim.
I'm Sahuagin on my mother's side. Is that a 20?
Crit? Have you come to
That's
pay
a
fealty?
Yes. This is Frank.
Frank the Sahuagin. Well, go on, Frank. Pay your fealty.
Well, how much?
As you know you are supposed to.
Okay. And he's gonna.
You should say something like, "You should open the door so I can do that."
He's gonna be like, well, I need to pay fealty with you as well, Oshala,
Yes, so do it.
because we need to do this together.
What?
I want to give you my fealty.
I'll try speaking to her in Aquan.
So you have.
That's a throwback.
If you are Sahuagin, answer me this. Who do we worship?
Can I do a religion check?
Does he get 3 shout-outs?
We'll do one shout out. Whoever wants to roll religion to help.
I got it.
I mean,
Tell
like,
about Yves.
me as a, I know what the answer is, but
I just crit.
Quimbley the Great.
No. I just crit.
Do you know who it is?
Come on.
Do you know who it is, JP?
Not off the top of my head.
Sekolah, right?
That is one of the Sahuagin deities.
Okay.
He's gonna look over and be like, what the fuck is it?
It's Sokola.
Sokola.
That's correct. So what does Sekolah want above all things?
Fealty. He's gonna look at Lulu and be like,
Fealty.
Sokola demands fealty.
In the form of
Flesh.
yes. Now deliver me my flesh.
A couple inches at a time.
You're right.
In order to do that, I need you to open the door.
There's a slot in the door.
I
Glorio.
There is a like rectangular opening that is at waist height. That slides open.
Is it a mail slot?
Now, female.
It is for delivering.
seed.
It looks like it would fit a plate.
Would it fit the plate with anything on it, or just
Yeah,
the plate?
with stuff on it for sure.
It's
It's like a room service.
Okay, so I can cast Minor Illusion as a cantrip,
Yeah.
and I would like to offer
What kind of barbarian are you?
Sahuagin flesh as
Isn't
Like,
that a racial thing? You get minor illusion.
Oh yeah, as
it is.
as
It
your
is.
gnome.
But I
Very
would
nice.
like to say, it's like I need to have confirmation that once this flesh is delivered, we can talk behind you and I both behind the door.
There is no negotiation. Deliver the flesh.
All right.
Is Eve's just a pathological liar?
It sounds like
He's a criminal.
Yeah.
there are some honest criminals out there, though.
Yeah. They get caught.
He's trying to get what he wants.
Yeah, like okay. So your describe your illusion to me.
So it's gonna be. Well, I mean, if it's through the slot, he's gonna put. What does he have on him that can like act as kind of a plate?
A shield.
I have a book.
What comes in the explorer's pack?
Rope, some like
There's
cow
there's
trucks,
probably a mess kit.
a plate.
So.
I don't know. Okay,
There-
so he's
there's a
gonna.
plate.
He's just gonna put some minor illusion flesh on a.
But it's
plate.
like an empty plate that you pass through.
Yeah.
Cool. The plate passes through. You feel the plate. You feel like a pull as it's like yanked away, and you hear like nails like scrape against the plate. It's like, what trickery is this?
And he's gonna kind of look at everyone else and be like, "Well, I tried."
Clovis is gonna pipe in. Sekola only provides the flesh to those that are worthy. You appear not to be worthy no more.
Get to the point.
The point is you're not worthy. We're here to redeem your sins for you.
Clovis must be the outcast McTavish. He's intelligent.
Yeah. Why do you think Seamus hates him so much?
You're the smart one, you fucker. You cunt.
What? I don't understand.
If you were still worthy of Sekola's, whatever you call it, fealty, you'd have had access to the flesh, but as you are no longer, it's just time for you to pay for your sins. Your sins would include not paying rent.
This is why we are talking to you, Oshala.
Filthy bartender. I bet he sent you to get me out of here.
Sekola sent us.
Make a deception. It's kind of high, but it's possible.
Please.
I will
Please.
shit myself.
Please.
That is a 2. No, 7.
Oh yeah.
Oh, great.
Much better. If Sekola sent me, then, or if Sekola sent you, then you would be dead.
How do you know we're not? There's 3 of us, aren't there? With the dead 3.
All right. Does anybody have
You know what?
anything else?
I have a party trick I want to play, given this whole entire "we might be dead" kind of situation. So
He's gonna kill all of us.
No. So Credo is going to like touch the tattoo on his thigh, and he is going to activate a ghostly form and walk through the door and materialize on the other side.
Okay, you see a fairly skinny Sahuagin woman crouched by the door, who has been like sort of crouched just to the left of the door, who has not noticed your intrusion yet. What you immediately notice is the stench of like unwashed plates and just like the disgusting state of the room.
Would Eves know that Kratos gonna be going through the door?
I think he just did it.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna be like, He's like, you will now face the wrath of Sokola if you do not open up this door, Oshala. We are here to help. And if you don't, Sokola will be upset.
Yeah. Okay. So
Fucking send it, Simmons.
what do you do?
So I'm going to rematerialize right on the other side of the door, basically like in the doorway, and I'm just going to like stomp really hard on the ground to just like shake her up.
Make an intimidation check.
Yep. That is a dirty 20.
You are surrounded.
Okay. Yeah. So she visibly starts and is startled. How did you get in? Fine. It doesn't matter. Just let me collect my things. I'll leave.
I'm going to just go ahead and unlock the door
Yeah,
and
that's
just
fine.
push it open so everybody else can just observe this monstrosity.
Yeah. So she's just a hoarder. So she goes to her bookcase that contains a bunch of trinkets that she's collected, shells, barnacle-covered skulls. In particular, as the light from the hallway spills in, you see that she has a shrine to Sokola. There's a 5-pound coral sculpture that she sort of shoves into a small chest, and she says, "Can one of you carry this?"
Fucking Helga Pataki looking bitch over here. Fuck.
Stephanie
It will be
asks
taken to the front door.
why she simply just doesn't pay.
I have the money, but it's that filthy barkeep down there. I don't respect him. He doesn't respect the teeth from below.
That still doesn't mean that you get to stay without paying. You would expect someone in your domain to pay their upkeep.
Not someone of my standing.
Here, you have no standing.
That much is evident. Now, give me my things and let me be on my way.
Or you could pay.
You look down and you see the Sokola statue. It's pretty sizable, and you see that it's a coral sculpture and has red pearls for eyes, which even at a brief glance you can tell that might be worth something.
Well, unlike the other two people in our party, I'm not a criminal.
Fair enough.
I'm not gonna steal it.
Yeah.
She asked
I can't
that you
steal
simply,
it if she's already dead.
she simply asked that you help her get her stuff out onto the street.
I will escort you to the front door.
I need help to carry.
I will grab your thing.
I just lift the fucking chest.
Okay.
I'm not having this.
Okay, cool. So she grabs her handful of seashells and shit, and begin walking down the stairs. And Alith, as you make down the stairs, just slow claps. Just honestly, genuinely thrilled to see this. It's nightmare tenant leave, and she makes some sort of profane gesture in Aquan at Alith. And so as soon as she leaves, we see a dwarf enter the tavern. Alith says, "Brackish, good to see you."
Aye, you as well, lass.
Would you mind describing Brackish for me?
So you can't get much of his facial features right now. He's got kind of a weathered green cloak around him.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch!
It looks like he's got some tatters on underneath, but you can see kind of a grayish, whitish beard protruding from the bottom of the cloak.
Very nice. Is there any is he carrying anything weapons? I mean, weapons are carried in Baldur's Gate quite a bit, but
Yeah, you can see he's got a fairly bulky, kind of fiddly looking pistol holstered to his side, and he's got something slung around his back. It might appears to be some kind of a great bow. You can't really tell from underneath the cloak.
very nice. So, standing, cutting an imposing silhouette, is the spy known as Brackish. With a quick introduction to and a conversation with Alith, He's interrupted by the elf song. However, it is not this one. It's the same one that you've heard before about the long lost love. Who would like to speak to Brackish?
Would Eves know of Brackish, like as a criminal kind of deal? Like, would Brackish be kind of like a celebrity, or okay?
No, unfortunately.
Is Clovis's nose tingling?
Oh yes, yes it is. You can't fight the blood.
Dwarves can smell each other.
Yeah, Brackish. Do you want to make can you make a very low insight check?
That's a low roll.
Yeah, what you got?
That's a 2 plus whatever his insight is.
Yeah, you know a McTavish when you see one. Your blood begins to boil.
I'm sorry, you said C. I think what you meant to say is you know McTavish when you smell one.
Yeah, nobody can mistake that.
Aye. He talked about you a lot, he did.
Is he addressing me directly? Are you
I'm not
talking to
addressing
yourself
your mother. Talk, you fucking idiot!
Well, I don't know if I'm being spoken
It's
to
a dialogue.
Yes,
He's talking to himself
seemed to me like he was addressing you.
He's very, very calmly motions you to come forward.
Arr, you smell like a dwarf.
Aye.
Are you?
Aye.
Arr.
That's what your mother said last night!
And we're going to oppose athletics.
Yes.
I think you beat me. That is 7.
We beat you with a 9, boy.
You grab him by the ankles, just whip him like a pair of ropes.
Then I nay him like a 5 pair of ropes.
Your entire spine is just flexed to its complete extension and flexion.
Completion.
He snaps my spine so hard it grows a beard out of my face.
All that pent up like beard energy just flows out. You instantly fluff out a beard. It's the most dwarven wrestling I've ever seen in my life.
He flips a couple of gold coins to Alan and goes,
Aye. Get a pint for the smart McTavish.
He pours
That's
it.
what your mother said last night.
And he's out.
He's gonna look over at Bragg and say, "Actually, we're drinking for free tonight."
That's right. These lot did a job for me, but they're looking for you.
Aye, then the pint'll be for me.
He passes the pint over.
So what you need from old salty Brackish here?
We were supposed to ask you about the dead 3?
And who sent you that way, lass?
Zaj.
Aye.
he drinks probably a little heavier than he was before. He's like,
I might have some knowledge. What are you doing with old Zaj, though? What'd you do to get under his payroll?
I don't know. I was in a backpack.
Yeah, I wasn't around for that, so
Clovis, still on the floor, holds up the half of the seal and says, "We're deputized for some shite. Getting the caravan in, I think."
I'm sure Brackish is very familiar with the seal.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he takes one look at it and gives it back to you. Go,
All right. You're genuine enough. I suppose I can tell you what I know. Seen a little bit of the Dead 3 cultists. They've been snooping around town here and there, but I've noticed they seem to populate the Poison Poseidon a lot these days, over near the Brampton docks.
Elf Song not good enough for him?
Have you seen this place? It's the only decent place in town.
I'd kick him out. Alan pipes up.
He's gonna toss you gold.
Aye, this be the only decent establishment in Baldur's Gate. You'll bit of a safe haven from the rest of it, as it were. Poison Poseidon's a dreadful location. Wouldn't be going there unless they weren't paying me this king's ransom that they were. But if you're looking for cultists, there's no better place to start than there.
So, has anyone explained what the cultists have done?
Murders.
That's it?
A string of them, yeah. They found
That would make sense if one of them is all about worshipping murder.
6 dead bodies dumped over in Insight Park.
Our Insight Park is that next to Intimidation Plaza.
And Arcane Square.
And Perception Palace. Athletics Arena. Sunday.
And the Animal Handling Petting Zoo.
The heavy petting zoo.
They had to shut that down. You know,
Too many health code violations.
Well, murders aren't anything new for Baldur's Gate, so like, why do they care about this all of a sudden?
it's the ties to the cult that have people worried.
So he's going to ask that regular murders are acceptable, but cult murders are not.
I don't make the rules. It's really just who's paying to have these investigated, which, judging by the deputization, you're being paid to investigate them.
Okay.
I would be of the thought that random murders are easier to explain away, but are there connections, obvious signage, like symbolisms and things that go along with
Cult murder here.
Yeah.
Have you seen the skulls and the blood there, McTavish?
try to ignore them. They're not rum, so I don't care.
Well, that explains why you haven't seen them.
Dar.
Don't ignore those. That's a pretty dead giveaway.
Yeah. Ha, dead giveaway. Because they're dead.
Don't make me roll another athletics check.
They're dead, Jim! I'm a McTavish, not a scientist, Jim!
You failed out of school.
Or he passed so hard he transcended into the failure. It's like why Gandhi is a freaking homicidal maniac in the original Civ.
Yes.
He's so pacifist, he's aggressive.
Stephanie's going to ask when the least busy time of the Poseidon is. Like when it's least active.
It's not really a matter of whether it's active or not. It's a matter of who you intend to meet there. Obviously, the real rough and tumble types are going to go at night, round about this time. So I'd recommend you get a move on if you want to catch the most gnarly of the lot. But the more intellectual of the cultists, and I use that with a very big asterisk there, they tend to meet during the daytime when there's less unsavory crimes going on. I'd say if you're working for... Fuck, what's his name?
Zaj.
Zaj. I can't remember.
Flame Zaj.
If you're working for old Zaj, it's the former of the crew that you're looking for.
Are there any identifying marks to...
Have you noticed the skulls and the blood, lad? That's kind of their thing.
So he's gonna pull out his arm real quick and be like, "Stand back!" And it's gonna shift into a skull or blood, or his tattoo will. He's like, "Do you think that'll pass?"
I wouldn't say it wouldn't pass, but if you're walking into the Poseidon and they don't already know who you are, you're gonna have to do a lot of fast talking. I'd say if you're gonna go in there, be ready for the worst.
I fooled worse.
You should have seen him, lad.
Don't you lad me, laddie.
Arr, lad.
That sounds like an escalation. To me.
Well then.
Yeah, that sounds like an escalation.
It's so witty for a McTavish. He can't. Brackish can't even fight back.
Yeah.
He's used to operating on Seamus levels.
Yeah.
Oh, you found your voice again, Stephanie.
He's awake. Would you like to order a drink?
Should we investigate the Poseidon?
That went the farthest away that fucking die could have gone.
Well,
It's in a fucking new zip code.
if those seals of yours seem genuine enough, you do well not to cross your employer on this rot. He's honorable, but a bit rough and tumble, as you've probably seen. I'd go with you
The
myself.
way I see it, a job is a job. We aren't going against this one.
Very good. Well, you'll probably just fine then. Most likely.
As your business starts to conclude with Brackish, a new song alights the air at Elfsong Tavern. Not to do with a long-lost love over the sea, but for El Terrell itself.
He's talking to you this time now, so you know.
And I guess table talk. Thanks to Cammy Cat for giving us express permission to use this. So enjoy.
Oh, sing a song of Elturel, of water, woods, and hill. The sun dawned on her ruddy glance, and fields green and still. This land of long abiding joy, home of the strong and brave, renowned by all across the realms, and never once a slave. Oh, sing a song of Elturel when those are at her door. Her fields now torn by cloven feet from some infernal shore. Arise, the mighty riders, take up your swift keen swords, then charge into the hellish fray and scatter devil hordes. Oh, sing a song of Elturel, and when the night does fall, sleep safe beneath Companion's light until the dawn does call. We're bound by mortal covenants that only ends with death, and so we'll sing of Elturel until our final breath.
So that is where we will leave it for tonight.
So is that an Elvish?
But there's
Yeah,
there's the Elvis version right here.
I don't know.
That was the worst
Understand
Wonderwall cover
any of
I've
it.
ever heard.
So
Oh, so that was the song. So Eves is again weeping.
yeah, so
Openly.
we can get your quick your character's hot takes from this change, but Alan Aleth is taking it back. The song has never changed, and that reads plainly across his face. That he's never heard this song before, working here for 75 years.
Jesus fucking Christ. Is there no social security in Baldur's Gate?
Yeah.
My God, no pensions?
This is the real apocalypse.
No 401ks.
He didn't invest well. So we'll see y'all next week.
Are you recording right now? Okay, cool. Simmons. Hey, roll me over. Simmons. Hey, guess what? I'm a pickle. I'm Pickle Krog. It's the Salty Boys. And I will always love you. And truly, it's not bourbon. And etching.